Hey guys, Hybrid Tour Reviews here with a Star Wars The Black Series Artillery Stormtrooper. I'm sorry to interrupt the video that you were about to watch, but I just had to tell you a little bit about this guy. He is the prize to whoever's lucky enough to win him once the channel crosses 1,000 subscribers. We're very nearly there, so if you're not subscribed, click subscribe down below and wait until I cross 1,000 subscribers and I'll upload a video telling you how you guys can enter to win this guy. He's a super cool figure, and I think whoever wins him is going to be very, very happy with him. Anyway, I'm going to let you get back to your video. Thanks a bunch for hearing me out on this, and I hope you enjoy the upcoming video. Bye! Hey everyone, Hybrid Toy Reviews here, bringing you a look at the Star Wars The Black Series Deluxe Cobb Vanth. I have been waiting on this figure for such a long time. He's finally started to ship from Amazon, which is where I had him pre-ordered at. I gotta tell you, this character really landed with me in Season 2 of The Mandalorian. The Book of Boba Fett devastated me until that end credit scene, and I've just needed a Cobb Vanth on the shelf for some time. So, it's been mega hype for me. Let's go ahead and take a look at him and see if he has been worth the wait. Alright guys, you know the drill. As always, we start by taking a look at the packaging. So, up top you get your Star Wars The Black Series logo, above a big window showing Cobb and his very spread out accessories pretty well. You get Star Wars The Mandalorian in orange, his name in orange, warning 4+ Hasbro. Get some cool artwork at Timothy Oliphant over there wearing the armor, holding the helmet, with the crate dragon and the sand people in the background just looking super cool. I mean, this is like some of my favorite Black Series artwork. Get his name underneath. This side features a wraparound window, a wraparound orange stripe, and a Black Series logo. Around back, you get your Black Series logo, his name. Zoom in on that picture of him just looking hella good. And then a bio in varying languages. Pause and read whichever language applies to you. He's number 18 in the Mandalorian line. You get a bunch of legalese, barcode and legalese. Little window up top that allows some light in the packaging should you choose to display inbox. It kind of helps them light up a little bit if you have an above light source. I have these side lights that kind of flood it out. Anyway, let's open them up, take a look at what we're getting. Alright everyone, as always we'll start with the accessories. So, we'll start with the wearable ones that the figure really couldn't have come without. For starters, he comes with a variant on the Boba Fett jetpack, painted more like the Return of the Jedi appearance, however with a lot of scuffing on the blue. And there's a random silver patch that kind of represents the repair from where Han Solo knocked a hole in it. So, you know, that's kind of a neat little attention to detail. It also features a unique missile piece, where it kind of just looks like the tip of the Boba Fett missile without the body of it. And it is removable, so you can simulate the effect of it having been fired and not yet reloaded. So, that is a pretty cool little attention to detail. Otherwise, it is reuse of the Boba Fett jetpack, so it features the peg for the back with the two little rectangular shoulder ones that kind of just stop it from rotating. I'll show you, that's on the back of Cobb there. Just pegs right in, there's no risk of rotation, and it is a very nice, secure fit. Setting that off to the side, let's take a look at the helmet. Now this is a very beat-up Return of the Jedi Boba helmet, which is what Cobb has. So, has a lot of really nice details. The orange kind of kill marks on the side that have been kind of rubbed off, showing the silver Beskar underneath. Just a lot of weathering going on there. I really dig it. One thing, and it's kind of minor, but it really bugs the hell out of me with this helmet, is the forehead dent is not painted. Considering that the dent was silver, you know, like in the episode and in Return of the Jedi, and then, you know, like the Sarlacc acid supposedly ate a lot of the paint. Like, did it eat away all the paint and then relocate it just to the dent? Like, no, why is the dent painted? The dent should also be silver. The dent should still be silver, like in addition to everything else. So, that bugs me a bit, but otherwise it's a really good looking helmet. Features a swivel down rangefinder, which works very well. And as far as him wearing it, just to show you, it slips on over his head very well. If anything, it's a slightly loose fit. That really is just because it's kind of reuse from the Tamura Morrison figures. It does hide his face very well, although sometimes, as you get crazy with the articulation, say we want him looking up, you will see just a little bit of chin poking out there, but you can reposition the helmet a little bit on, you know, just to hide that. Just depends on how you have posed, my guy. Taking a look at the weapon accessories, He comes with a long rifle, which looks really good. It's a unique sculpt. It's in a gray plastic with some tan paint applied to the wrap on the barrel and the wrap on the grip. I do have to say I really wish they would have applied a wash, because there's no such thing as clean tan fabric on Tatooine. It always has, a brown, dirty wash, just texture to it, It's a used outdoor weapon. So it's very clean to me. It doesn't really scream deluxe when it comes to the accessory here. And then, just to rub it in a little bit more, he comes with his pistol, which looks really cool, looks very cowboy revolver looking, with a little bit of a Star Wars twist with a tiny scope on the top. However, there's no paint on this. There's no grip paint. There's no little silver dry brushing. I don't know. Cobb is a normal size figure that they are trying to charge a deluxe price for. And while I have to say he's a brilliant figure, I don't know if I can say that the deluxe price is warranted, because usually they need to give you more accessories or a lot of paint. Now, they say that Cobb had more paint apps, and maybe that's so, but let's go ahead and get into the figure. I will say, objectively, the figure is very good, though. Let's go ahead and start by taking a little look at the face sculpt. And I have to say, that is pretty dead ringer. There are some angles, and it looks really good on camera, but in person, sometimes you get a little off to the side, and it's, very close. But I don't know, you get a really nice dead-on look at it, and it's Timothy Oliphant. I mean, it's really good. I gotta say, it's probably one of the better likenesses in the line, and there's a lot of really good likenesses. Now, photo reels out there? Yeah, I really like how this head sculpt turned out. A lot of really nice paint going on. He kind of has, the brownish gray for the hair with a kind of lighter gray, just kind of dry brushed in, just to give it a little bit of texture. The beard came out really good. He's a little shiny, like a lot of the current figures are, but he's on Tatooine, so I can pass that off as sweaty under that helmet, and I'm alright with that. Looking down, you do see he's reusing the Return of the Jedi Boba Fett torso piece, and it is just basically painted as would be seen in that movie, with a lot of silver then splattered on top. I guess this is what they're saying the extra paint apps are. I'm not 1,000% sold on that. I also do like his little red neck bandana. It is a separate piece. You can kind of move it to get out of his way. So, going lower from there, he has that kind of red textured shirt underneath, which just looks so good. I love the texture on it. Not really any weathering around back. I don't know. I mean, I get that it's largely covered by the jetpack, but, I don't know. Hasbro, you're charging deluxe prices. Can you at least, paint it like it's deluxe, please? The gauntlets look really good. A lot of just kind of silver splattered on there, but it gets the effect across that the red paint has been eaten away. Except for on the inner forearms, where I guess his outer forearms got put in the Sarlacc pit, but not his inner. I'm not really sure how that worked. And then you go lower down onto the belt. He has paint on the main buckle, but then there's all sorts of pouches all over, and there's a little mystery hook. I've seen people wondering what that's for. Sometimes they just put these hooks on figures randomly. I've also seen people say that it might be easier just to hook the edge of the helmet on to pose him holding it. And I could see it being for that. You go around back, and there's all these pouches, and, I don't know. If it was deluxe, if it was truly deluxe, I think they should put little silvers on, all the buttons on the pouches and on the belt. But what do I know? And then he has these, random things on his thigh, and they have no paint. And this random thing here gets some kind of cream-colored paint, which is good. Get a little bit of silver paint indicating wear on the knee pad, but the silver missile launchers are just in that mustard yellow. Hasbro, you can't miss stuff like that and say that the deluxe, price point is about paint. You missed a lot of paint on this guy. If you're going to charge me another $15 for the figure, and you're going to say it's because of paint, paint it, please. I'll pay more if you paint it. I'm okay with these things being missed on a $20 figure, but, this was $36 after tax. So, Hasbro, do better. And then his boots are just very plain, but they look good. I do have to say, I do really like the figure. I know I sound like I'm being nitpicky. I'm very happy to have this Cobb Vanth. This is a very good Cobb Vanth. It's a great representation. But they're screwing you when they say it's a deluxe figure. He is absolutely not treated like a deluxe figure. He has no accessories that he wouldn't have come with at a regular price point. And the extra paint apps are just silver splatters on top of, pre-colored plastic. It's not really that premium. Anyway, to run through some articulation, he features a double barbell neck, which, as you see, allows him to look that high up, that far down. Obviously, a good amount of pivot and rotation. For shoulder articulation, he can raise his arms up that high, which is really good. There's a good butterfly joint in there. 360 at the shoulder, but the shoulder pad being molded to the torso does get in the way a little bit from the 360, but it can happen. Single jointed elbows, which allow him to get just past 90 degrees and rotate at the elbow. 360 at the wrists, or at the mid forearm, my bad. Of course, also 360 at the wrist. With lefty going in and out, and righty going up and down. That's always nice to see, as I take him off camera to show that. He features a mid-torso ball joint, allowing him to crunch that far forward, really far back, a lot of side-to-side and rotation. He can do that far at the hip joints. I'm not speaking well. I'm sorry, guys. He can, spread the legs that far at the hip joints. That's way better. Legs can kick straight forward. Tiny little bit back. There's an upper thigh rotation. Single jointed knees can just barely break 90 and then swivel at that knee joint. And then the feet can point basically straight down, pretty far forward, and there's a forward-facing pin for rocker, allowing for some decently wide stances with both feet flat on the floor. To get him standing up once more, I just want to do some size comparisons. So here is, for a standard figure, the Jedha Patrol Stormtrooper. Here is his best buddy, the Mandalorian. And then, because he was relevant in said show, how about the Book of Boba Fett with the freshly repainted armor. Then, because I still have her out from a video before, and she was also relevant to the show. There we go. I really like how he scales with everyone. Stands at a pretty standard male height. I'm very happy with that. And he just looks like he belongs with the crowd. So, end of the day, what do I have to say about this figure? Man, I love it. I really do. I absolutely adore this figure. This is an amazing representation of Cobb Vanth, who is one of my favorite Star Wars characters. I'll openly say, he stole the show in The Mandalorian and Book of Boba. He's a top 10 Star Wars in general character for me. I love this character. And I just kind of hate seeing him being a way for Hasbro to steal money from collectors. Like, he is not a $36.99 figure, after you pay your tax and everything on Amazon. He's a basic figure. They didn't do anything to justify him being deluxe. And it kind of pains me to say that, you should probably wait on a deal, I mean, if you love Cobb Vanth, and if you want him now, and, he's a great figure, you're not getting a bad figure for, that $35, $36 price point. But there should have been better paint for something on that. If you're going to say that he's more expensive for paint, you better paint it. And they didn't. They really didn't deliver on the paint there, but that was their excuse. This is the Boba Fett tax. Everything that's Boba Fett or Boba Fett looking, since he's wearing his armor, is going to be subject to that deluxe price point from now on, because it's Boba Fett and no one's going to say no, because Boba Fett cool. And it sucks that that's how it is, because he's a great figure, and he'd be great in the standard packaging, and they know that they can sell a lot of him in the deluxe packaging, so they've upped the price on him. Do I recommend the figure? Absolutely. I think he is a great figure to add to your shelf. But find a deal. Just find a way to get a few dollars off. He's worth it, but, we shouldn't justify it. So that's where I'm at. I love this figure. All the griping I've had in this video, so far he's definitely making the top 10 figures of the year list for me. And yeah, so that's kind of what it's going to come down to. Thanks a bunch for watching, everyone. It means a lot that you did. If you enjoyed, you should leave a like, comment, subscribe, all that end of video stuff. You guys know the drill. I'm going to go to work on some other videos, so I will catch you all in the next one. Until next time, may the Force be with each and every one of you. Bye.